also attacks max attack speed. It's like insane. That's really spooky. I haven't seen this combo yet. It's going to be an IO3.
Lane,
Zed's
let's go.
playing it. So 4 position Tusk. We're not going to see an Axe. I'm glad I brought it up again. And Stream
Someday, buddy,
Protector
it's gonna
as a
happen
5.
for you.
Eventually,
It's gonna happen, and then you know what? He's gonna kick that IO so far that he's not gonna be able to come back to the fight, and you're gonna have this moment.
That's
Thank
true.
God.
There it is, finally. Tree plus Faces Void as a safe lane against the Lycan Monkey. That should give Void some really Leech Seed and armor, depending if they need it. I like that. Tops and mid gyro, that's a little bit wacky too, but against an Ember Spirit, it's probably gonna be fine. He should be able to farm relatively fast, push out the creep waves with Rocket Barrage, and Black Cannon, he's gonna cost him as much. I feel like he won't work as normal, and then later on, Io can pair whoever he wants. He's gonna have save stuff. He's gonna be able to get creeps a lot faster due to B3, so he's gonna have balance. If somebody gets gone on, he's locate. So I think there's some really good things about what OG's lineup can do in the mid game. Lane stuff, I don't want to be IO against an Ursa. He does have good base movement speed. It's not necessarily the worst. Tusk has save potential, shards, and snowball, so Soxa should be able to save lives of IO.
I don't want to be an IO against an Ursa, and I don't want to be an IO against a Silencer who's just...
Yeah, but you're going to blink him back. And the other nice thing is he's going to tether Tusk. They're going to do tag team to get this bonus right click, and then they're going to overcharge so that both of them have like 50 extra attack speed. So tag team damage is actually going to be...
You also want to be careful not to get overly aggressive in an Ursa.
Prepare
Well,
for battle.
perhaps if the
Thanks.
Silencer...
Alright, so making their way across the map. Let's see if they get anything
Keep it PMA, keep
other,
it DSJ.
other than pausing, of course.
So what do you think? Are we over under 20 minutes for this? Actually, let's say 30, right? Are we over under 30 minutes for this? Last one was incredibly fast.
You talking
This one's going to be over
PMA?
30 minutes. I
Exactly.
think neither lineup is like ready. Well, okay, the one lineup that could like death push, there's a little potential on EG Lycan, but OG is more likely. They've got IO, they've got Tower Hitter, that kind of. They've got lots of heals. Those lineups usually
这么
function
菜的
well
队友不会
for
生，你这么菜的队友不会
mega
生
pushing.
气吧，哥
So
哥？
I could definitely see. It could happen, but I think it's much. Unless somebody like blows the other out of the lane, should be a bit of a longer. Both teams gonna pick creep. Can't
Everyone
wait.
very, very excited, of course, for this match. Love to see a very hype match.
30
and
seconds
perhaps
to
one of the-
battle.
Now that we've said this, of course, we're going to have like a 90-something minute game.
We prayed too hard for
Prayed
the
too
longer game.
hard, and they gave it to us. Carefully. No, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good stuff. Zev already starting that BM like he likes to do, being sassy, dropping sprays. So you can hear our lovely crowd hearing
They're excited.
softly in our ears
It's
right now.
a big match. Kind of a cool itemization for Fly right away. Rush the buckler, instant buckler. 3 armor for himself, 2 for his
The
allies.
battle begins.
Help the laning stage swing out. Be Jinku'd up here by Crit, Venom, and now maybe hits. 1 more hit.
Big.
2 more hits. 3 more.
Turn to start punching right back at Crit here. No-Tail doesn't seem to care at this point as Crit bouncing, pogoing away.
Alright, the moment they back into each other, slaps him 1 time on the booty.
Low again. Look at No-Tail. Come back here, Crit. All right, fine.
No
Fine.
booty slap.
Booty slap. Sorry, Purge. None of that. Is headed off to their respective lanes.
Nelson's gonna have a bit of a damage this. He's already gotten 1 creep now. On 9 behind. Gyro's damage classically very low compared to a lot of other creeps. You have to do stuff like this, use Rocket Barrage to help him get a last hit. Get some of them, he's fine.
Quiet just off that here. Seb just tethered up the creeps.
That creep living.
Distance. Keep the distance too. Crit top lane. Think of this harass out. Immediately getting dished back. I love these lanes. I love because they're like so aggressive. They're just slapping each other back and forth.
Love lane fights till he dies. Arteezy taking quite a bit of damage so far from all those attacks from us. fly, trying to stabilize him a bit. I think this is why he went for the buckler, actually. It's because they're a little bit concerned about the tag team damage, because they are going to attack really fast with over. It's giving Arteezy more armor. It's kind of similar in the headdress vein, is that he's just going to help stabilize him. He's got 10% more HP from any regen he gets, basically, and also from... So it's going to help keep him alive and stabilized in the lane, because Silencer can't really stop them from him. He doesn't have a stun. In some ways, they're slightly countered in this matchup. But if EG does get some space, gets a pick off here, they definitely get killed. They're fighting bottom.
Are in, but again, it's very difficult to get overly aggressive against something like an Ursa. Very, very powerful during the laning phase. Those backs up as well, so...
He went for really early overpower here.
Yeah.
Most Ursas don't do this. They go Earthshock instead because it allows them to secure last hits, but with overpower being only 30 mana, it kind of guarantees that not only can he get some of these last hits that he slaps a couple times, he spends less time getting ready for last hits. And in these very small skirmishes, like these 1 second, half-second trades, he's doing much better for damage output. Because normally you just beat anybody with Ursa, right? You hit him enough, but you don't want to fight for 5 seconds against tag team. It's just way too dangerous. So this build adjustment is really, I like it for him.
Despite all the slapping that we've had back and forth, still a fairly quiet game. I think we didn't see the first blood until about, what, 3 minutes in or so? But it's away.
It's easy in a little trouble bottom. Gets tag team sharded in. Sox is going to have to run away now. So they both lose regen, but naturally that's going to be way better for Sox. So it's an IO pairing of basically a Salve worth, and they're out of regen here. They're running some more out though. Salve, a Mask of Morbid Mask, sorry, coming for Arteezy, and that's going to make a big difference here. Despite all this fighting, he's still got great last hits.
Well, please, yeah.
But now when he fights people in these big trades, he's going to get 50.
How worried are you if you're OG right now because of the fact that Arteezy just, you know, despite having this threat, still just farming very, very nicely? He is going to become a big problem.
It's fine. Like, they're still going even in the lane. I wouldn't necessarily say big problem yet. Like, Ursa's wrong here.
He comes online faster.
He definitely can, for sure. But they've got some saves, you know. They've got relocate. They've got heals. They're going to have tree armor, probably. Maybe not right now, though. No-Tail actually went to the Leech Seed. Makes a lot of sense. Great for a trading ability. To heal both him and Void. It's going to make trading with Monkey King feel so much easier.
Quiet in this middle lane that Thompson's just backed off. He's going to try to do a little farming off the side. No-Tail, a little bit careful here. Rasmus, a tiny bit.
Seems fine. He's got Mangoes in the case, ready to do more Leech Seeds if he needs. Crit isn't going to get this like really nice abuse that normally does with Jingu Mastery Boundless Strike, so that's all going fine.
Bottom lane, Fly. Gonna end up being the first blood, but Saxon follow. Arteezy just doesn't want to bother with Seb. He's just gonna continue to hit these creeps.
Okay, so they went the other way. Every other fight they were pressuring Arteezy, now going on Silencer instead.
Top lane, 2 crit. Oh, there's a bash, and he's trying to negate some of this back boundless. It's gonna live.
Look into Hemlock catching it there, so hey, either way, good pressure. And frankly, if Seth lives for these fights and gets kills, he's... First blood was on the OG side, so a little bit more gold in that engagement. And he's approaching fully locked and only about 500 to trade with Arteezy again. Half HP.
Oh, the shards!
Sox is so ready for that perfect placement there, right in front of him. No. And this dual lane is so scary. With Orb of Venom as well, like his ability to just keep you out of position is strong. You can't fight it.
I have to say, Sox, every time that I watch this guy, I always feel like he's got something where I'm just like, wow, he's such a good player.
He is. Always been really...
You should rethink this.
Very high.
Shards again. Seb tethering up here. Put up the spirits over onto Arteezy. Snowball coming in. Are they going to go for the side? Like they're going to try to. It is a little far, that's for sure. Sox is going to take some tower damage. Seb, though, nearby has that tether. Right back up again.
Tower hit set him a bit even in that trade, but either way, Arteezy just got back to the lane and he already loses 2/3 of his HP. Dodges the shard, so his Salve keeps going. Leaks, but things are looking okay for OG down here. The amount of pressure they're putting on are getting in behind in last hits. 25 versus 9 of 7. And the Holy Locket's done at 6 minutes. Holy crap.
Is that a new record, you think?
Yeah, I feel like it's gotta be. He's got first kill plus a second kill. That's really quick.
IO.
If it's IO3, it's definitely possible, but man, very quick. So now they just have this like insane wand advantage. And the charges come back every 10 seconds. Way more wand charges than them, and the heal is gonna be insane.
Crit top lane, grabbing the leech seed, but you're gonna follow up because Abed makes his way to the top lane, seeks and mail, and that living armor not going to do anything here as he also throws out. They still high five, you know, no hard feelings, but Abed will get himself a double kill.
Great, proceeding very successful. It's the one lane they can definitely pressure. Tree's able to slow this down, but Ember being able to eyeball the way.
Lie, he is trapped in the shards, he's trapped with Salsa and Seb, and it's yet another kill for the offlane IO.
Unat Mech, level 6 almost for IO now. And it just gets better. Every level, they get another tag team with more damage on Spirits as well, so he can farm as well as damage in these exact moments. See where RTZ goes. He's still sticking in the lane, and it's better for his teammates to take the damage than him, typically. Gonna go Treads here, not phase one. Could mean that he's gonna spend a lot of time jungling versus laning because the lane is so hard. Treads is just an incredible jungle. Yes, and there's a relocate top.
There's a relocate top. Ice is not looking so lively as he will get taken out by Saksa, and you can see Crit just bounces away, says, oh dear, I don't want anything to do with this. And they're just gonna go right back down to where they were.
That is so powerful. The fact that you can do this, but like normally it's like you're bringing your carry somewhere. This is the offlane in the 4 who love to be active anyways, and then they just go on this Lycan who's supposed to be tanky and annoying to kill, and he just shredded like paper. Couldn't even tell the guy had armor.
Well, Wolves need no armor, but
definitely does this game. Gets level 3 tag team.
Definitely does. I think I'm worried a little bit when I look at RTZ. Now, he is sticking up in the lane, but I feel like even if he were to leave, right, if he were to try to go in jungle, they would just continuously hunt him.
They certainly can go follow him in jungle. So it's definitely Saksa, something Saksa is going to likely do. He's got outs with Snowball and Shards. So yeah, if he does go jungle, they can pressure him. With that said, we'll say forget it.
Continuously bouncing on that, also rotation fly. This is going to be dead no tail. Very nice moves forward here. Out here for EV, definitely needed. Start putting the pressure, but while they're doing that, Topson will put pressure on the middle tower. Put away, go back. Up top, the rest of the team, the call down, followed by Snowball over onto Ice. The tether. Ice is very, very fast. They need to find a way to contain this glove, and they do with the missile. It's gonna take a while. Doesn't quite manage to outrun it. And there it is, the very satisfying right at the end.
Yeah, I just thought it was gonna stun him, but he's maxed out homing missile, maxed out rocket barrage, maxed out homing missile. Didn't care about the black cannon like we talked about because it wasn't in lane against the Lycan. He's just all about casting spells.
Very careful. Crits here, Abed's here, Flies here, and pretty soon Smail's not going to be here. Silence, one more hit, and down he goes.
Abed absolutely the one holding the game together for EV because he's getting these great rotations after OG punishes so effectively, and he's got 4 of his team's kills so far. Gets the bottle refilled as well. It's going to keep him on the map longer. He's got Mouse and Smell just dying a little bit here, unfortunately. But the rotations are very effective. Smell the lowest net worth 4. But hey, the rest of the map, things are going well for OG. And Smell's rough game. They've got another carry, baby. Gyro's going to transition.
High 5 in the mid lane. That rock going right for the head.
A little bit of a weirder item on Thompson, but Drum. AoE movement speed item. It gives you HP and more mana pool, but most importantly, these charges are so effective. And Speed's great on Gyro. He does so much damage with his spells that just positioning better is really advantageous. He's looking for a kill.
Oh, he's definitely looking. Finds himself that Centaur. He's got his eyes on some bigger prizes, though. The call down. They've got their vision on Fly. Seb will be able to finish him off. And now, Artesia joining into the fight. Those Black charges the Ice, running away. Nice balance over on back line, followed up with the overgrowth. In comes the Ember Spirit. Ice, low bar, TV looking to get as much damage as they can. Can they get it? Oh no, nice Chrono Spear coming out from Sumail. They'll be able to hold it right in the place. Get the kill on our team. And they're still alive. Crit over on the back line. Running for his life. They'll get the root over on Thompson. He's somehow still alive. And they're chasing after Ahmed. They want this to fly, jumping in. He's probably just going to die for this though. They turn right back around again, get a nice high five off. And eventually fly. Gonna get hit with that. This is not even the missile necessary.
The fact that Thompson was able to live during that fight was huge. Drama, I'm sure, made a big difference, but Ursa runs in, it pops his ulti, but Tree drops Nature's Grasp, so he lost the majority of that just trying to get into the fight. And Gyro target acquisitioning well, hits the back lines, he tested like 4 rocket barrages there. Things do like 600 magic damage per use. That's a finger of death, Bells heroes.
Yeah, we can see the replay over here. The way it opens up, that focusing over on Fly, they want to get rid of the silencer. In comes Arteezy, and it's starting to look really good, right? He's starting to get some of these stacks of No-Tail. Right in this position though, waiting so he can get that overgrowth off over onto Ice, and everyone else. So Ice. Chip down, Abed coming in, trying to find his angle, and look at this Thompson right over here on the side. Still manages though to stay alive thanks to this IO, thanks to the living armor.
What an engagement. Get the chase going. Silencer feels the need to TP to save his friend, and he ends up dying as well. And 2k gold advantage now for OG. EG's still in it, certainly, but the fights have been going a little bit rough there. Certainly, you know.
What exactly is going wrong in these fights for?
I mean, the main thing for EG was just that it was good that they moved up there, but Silencer died right away. Basically got no effective spells off.
Guards. Run for the reload. They do the global silence. Yeah, do find the kill on Thompson.
Oh, wow.
Nice find. Walrus punch over onto Arteezy. Not quite ready to go into this battle plus farm.
And I see team in mid, so maybe they can make a move with this, knowing that he can't show up. They could go invade top potentially right now. You know, they did lose relocate. They lost Thompson. Thompson would be. It wouldn't be Thompson without the gyro diffusal blade, guys. So he's going for it. Drum into blade. Pretty weird, but it's good against a lot of their heroes. They're all like draining Ursa's mana, massive, right? No more overpowers. You can't Earthshock around the fight. He doesn't have a huge mana pool. Lycan, kind of similar things. No more wolves. Against Ember Spirit, also very good. Don't let him jump around to remnants too often if you do get a disable off. So that item can certainly be effective here, and it's something that's going to allow him to do more mid-game impact than something like I'm going to slowly build Aghanim Scepter. Just a utility that's going to provide is really effective.
Oh, did you manage to knock down 3? So
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
nice fortune.
Keep it PMA.
Taunt one another.
DSJ.
Build is cool on No-Tail as well. Maxing out Leech Seed, more AoE heal, which if it hits the person that's dying, they're going to be saved. And if it also hits IO, it's like a freaking mech. It's literally better than a mech in terms of healing output. If he Leech Seeds a guy that's going into gyro, it's a really smart pivot here for No-Tail.
It's like trying to big socks up. Punch, he's got the living armor, and this is looking like Fly needs to get out there much faster. Rolls right past him. He'll get the kill on the silencer.
And sweet.
Kurt's just hoping they're not going to look too closely.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
It's good for him to have vision anyways. That way they can spot to see where what they're doing next after kill. That's why these wolves are good. But they spread out, get their done.
你怎么这么菜呢？队友不会生气吧，哥
That's
哥？
delivered now. The gyro
The
counter.
courier here. Oh, the other
Wants it. Yeah, he's managed to get it.
Maybe
He's gonna get 2. Chase him.
He
Get him. No. Oh, this little puppy. He's a little too wounded. But they go right into the Roche pit on the side of OG. Feasibly completed now for the Ursa, but no one's gonna be able to get here in time. It's just going way too fast.
It's like looking at items and stuff, and then I look at Roche, it's like a sliver of HP left, but they bought the medallion on Seb as the 3rd item. They have tag team for damage. We've got Diffusal, which is a lot of damage.
Dire's top tower
Easy
is
Roche
under
kill.
attack.
We get this courier too.
Radiant's
There's a bit
courier
booster
has
on it, so
been
that's going to
killed.
delay his Spirit
Radiant's
Vessel.
top
He didn't
tower
quite have
is under
finish.
attack.
Not the end of the world, but still a good kill. The
Still
backdoor,
hurts.
the 2-for-1. No-Tail wouldn't be dead though.
Yeah, No-Tail's not looking healthy, so themselves an open.
I'm surprised he almost ulted. That definitely would have been a mistake.
Yeah.
There's no getting out of that one. Oh, relocate coming.
Okay, coming in hot. Find ice. There's gonna be the global silence, but the male running right on over here wants this kill. Io tethering right on in, and it's a dead Lycan.
I mean, that's a great usage for a global silence, is just stopping the relocate every time. Don't let them get those easy setups. In reality, they're just trying to do it a little safer. So
你这么
global
菜，
being
你的队友不会
offset
生
is not
气
a
吧，
big deal,
哥
but
哥啊？
it is useful in this match. The power of silence. We haven't felt it much, but trying to cover his team, give them advantage. EG still farming well.
A lot of couriers that just died here.
Oh wow.
Yeah, EG's just killing every courier. They're very angry at their owner.
They're putting wolves in the lane, and they're putting monkey in the trees. So when they go in the trees to hide the wolf threat, there's a monkey threat waiting for you.
Holy staff though getting taken by OGs. Family that farms together, stays together. Control item pinata effect, where everything just falls out from that one staff can.
Radiant's top
Brigands
tower
Blaze,
is under
Sumail
attack.
catching up, and that worked pretty well, sitting at 7.5. Too surprising. Ursa usually farms decently well with this common diffusal build. Not as good as the old Battle Fairy days, but it's just too greedy. So Sumail's also been able to catch up despite the slightly rough laning stage due to all the odd-bed rotations.
Radiant's
But top net worth, it's Thompson's, but just at about 10k.
Radiant's
Bliss
top
gets
tower
popped, but they're
is
not
under
leaving. They're
attack.
definitely going to take this one as well.
Nice efficiency too. They end up digging on one of the bounty runes with the gauntlet
Dire's
and
middle
then
tower
just
is
heal
under
up as
attack.
well. What do you think, dear? Are we going to see a base crack in 20 minutes?
Radiant's top tower.
It was kind of looking like it right there, but they want to defend their tier 1.
Going
They
back,
can't.
Doxa, first one to show up.
Dire's
Get
middle
into
tower.
place. Our TZ wants his kill. Should be. Oh no, they've got the snowball. Gonna be able to scroll right back on over. And Sumail's ready with the Chrono Spear. Starts whacking away over on this Ember Spear. Does he have enough damage to over the matches? He does. Seth joining up there. Now the follow up. Thompson finds Fly. Could get a kill there. And No Tail with that overgrowth. They've got the reload. But No Tail most likely going to die. It's although maybe he's not. He's actually still alive. Arteezy is the one who's going to get tables turned on him. Wolves though chewing all on this wood. You know, they like the big stick, but doesn't matter. Seb
Dire's
being the
middle tower
Wambulance,
is
coming in
under
hot
attack.
and keeping No Tail alive.
OG just making the plays. They're doing moves that seem kind of dangerous at the start. Like Soxa runs into 4 heroes, and I'm like, all right, I haven't seen a team do this all tournament. Like, be careful, you know, be aggressive by yourself. But it bought them time. It bought them a circumstance with the defensive snowball. He knew his limits. EG gets a little overbaited. Sumail does a solo Chronosphere, and I'm like, surely this isn't good. Like, where's the damage fall? There's nothing. But he got just enough damage in there to kill the Ember. And then from there, it was just dominoes falling, man. They set it up so well with these aggressive moves, and EG half commits and loses a little bit more advantage.
Looking like their TI form. Abed. Crit looking in the back line. They want to get rid of Seth. They realize that he's very, very important. There's the silence. They should be able to finally take him out. Thompson putting out some more damage over onto Fly. Have to be careful. There's plenty of EG heroes in this area. He does have the Aegis, though. He's feeling very, very powerful. Look at the damage he's just outputting. Fly barely able to stand here. One more hit. He's going to get taken down. Stops on the back lines. Gets taken out by Arteezy. The follow now. Thompson. This Aegis is going to get popped, my friend. As the rest of EG wait patiently for him to come right back up, and they will give him a big old bear hug, and he's not going to be able to teleport out in time.
It was a good try, but the Ursa's damage is too high here. And without the IO, Gyro got some effective damage in, but I can't help but think he was just being a little bit too resource careful. He could have used Diffusal Blade to keep the Silencer slightly more to the right, but he went for the dive, and it took a little bit too long to kill Silencer there, as a result losing Aegis. So there are moments where your aggressiveness is going to hurt you. That was one of them for OG, losing legitimately like 3k from those deaths right at the end.
A lot of these back and forth fights. We've got around a 1k net worth lead going to the side of OG. Just been scrapping, I feel like, non-stop.
Yeah.
I have not seen them chill and just go farm really at all, other than Arteezy occasionally hitting a camp.
Where's Sumail? Sumail hit a lot of creeps this first, like, 15. After the laning stage, he just needed to catch up a little bit. He's almost got to BKB now, so he'll be alright. Fly maybe.
Fly again. Soxa and Seb making their way over. Walrus punch with the tag team. That is a kill.
Pickoffs. Play Mel on Io as well. It's going to help cover him against the Ursa with the Dragon Scale as well. More regen, more armor. He just wants to be able to survive because he knows he's the most vulnerable guy But he's in a good place. The fact that he feels comfortable buying armor and not just like Ghost Scepter, don't let you hit me at all, means that he's feeling okay about his net worth. So it's going to overall make it harder for Ursa to get kills on him as the game continues. He's got armor right now. After this Lotus Orb, I bet he buys a heart or something like that just to really amp up his HP. And that's when Ursa's going to feel like a wet noodle first like 10.
Gold for me.
Coming out from OG, they know that Abed is nearby. Samil, go forward. No, it's already zipped away. Hunt.
Never refuse gold given.
There's no one else really home down in this area. We have, of course, the wild bear. Stops him popping the BKB, turns right back around. Walk outside of the Monkey King ultimate, will be able to deny the Invis rune.
Pretty well done. Trading Monkey support ulti for Gyro BKB is great. The global silence being lost is a little bit rough. It did save Crit's life. Rocket Barrage is winning.
Thompson gets hit. Boundless, RTZ coming in hot here. No tail. Waiting patiently. And go back in if necessary. Look at that. Hit off with these wolves are crunching away over at top, so they're going to have to put them out. Comes Seb though, followed with the overgrowth and got the snowball. Can they control Abed? It's looking pretty darn good. But the Yule, do they have it? Can they get it? Yes.
Well,
Refusal pays off. He did not have enough money to throw the Remnant right away, so he's forced to slide a fist. It wasn't enough time to get him out. So great punish there. It looked pretty iffy for Thompson there. Another really crucial move was when Ursa jumped forward to go on him. Thompson used Diffusal Blade, so he couldn't gap close that last like 200, 300 units, and thus wasn't hitting Thompson. He was on top of him. RTZ would have been super happy to continue the fight, but he realized that slow, it was not a good time to pop Ursa ulti. He tries to disengage, he pops it anyways, and then but eventually gets collapsed on by the rest of OG covering top.
So I know that we have the BKB picked up on easy. I think it's exceptionally needed when you consider what's being thrown at them. But I still feel like they're being very efficient and able to
Dire's top tower
They
is
are.
under attack.
BKB is going to help a lot.
Radiant's
Skill up to save and
bottom
rage until
tower
he
is
really
under
needs it, like 3 Chronosphere or to
Radiant's bottom
lower status
tower has
resistance
fallen.
on some big stun. So
Dire's structures
it's
are
absolutely going to help. He
fortified.
needs it. Otherwise, there's just too much
Dire's
disable
top
that's going to
tower
mess
is
with them.
under
Overgrowth,
attack.
for example, can't necessarily, like, he wants to save. He can BKB,
Radiant's
Overgrowth comes out,
bottom
and he
tower
rages
is under
after.
attack.
You need both, basically.
They have vision over on Abed.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
You have to go through this backdoor protection. The creep's not quite there just yet. No tail.
Dire's top tower
Teleport away.
is
No, it's
fallen.
going to stay here. Void into place, but look at this heal coming out from Seth.
Mech and the other items. The survivability of these guys is huge.
Dire's top
Taking
tower is
turns,
under attack.
tethering
Yeah, push them
everybody.
away.
Radiant's bottom barracks
Well, this
are
is
under
4 minutes
attack.
later than last game, but they're going to play this one safer. Look at the top
They back
push.
off. They do smoke play, though. They're going to go for the reload. Silence over. Ice already in that wolf form.
At least they don't.
So, back off. Gonna get chased down by the Zoom. He's not careful, but while this is going on, they still have it. Oh, nice Boundless, though, coming up from Crit. Slows them down. RTZ joining into the fight. Pops them a little bit slow. They're down to Nature's grasp if they try to follow. But look, the Seb is just constantly keeping them at least 90% health or more, it seems.
They end up defending the tower.
Radiant's
a little
bottom
hairy.
barracks are
The
under
global did
attack.
save Exercise for sure. Tuskle was able to catch up. It very possibly would have been a kill, but they hold them off. The Black Dragon heads back towards the top one, so
Crit. 3.
regeneration.
Time up in the air here for Thompson.
Radiant's
They just
bottom
cannot seem
barracks
to get
are
them to
under
leave.
attack.
RTZ realizing, okay, I guess I'll go Roche. Just trying to figure out what on earth he can do. Because OG is knocking it. They are coming at you with a battering ram at this point. There is no denying them into your base.
这么
that's
菜
gonna
的
be
队友
right.
不
They
生气
just
吧
don't？ feel comfortable fighting into it. It's too difficult. They get the Aegis.
Radiant's
Unfortunately,
bottom
a little bit
barracks
later
are
than they
under
would have
attack.
liked, but it's a good thing to do for RTZ, honestly. The fact that he can just solo Roche on his hero, perfect for this game circumstance. He would have loved to do it last game, for example. He's like, we're not fighting this, so I might as well get some good objective. And getting Aegis is a good thing. Starts the timer, gets the next one up faster. Lycan's finished Ags now. It's okay for them to lose a Rax against him. In fact, they are ahead in network. So this might look a little reminiscent of last game. It's not the same stuff. He's done a great job keeping their net worth on all of their heroes. Those earlier Abed rotations stopped it from getting out of control, but this one also.
But immediately says absolutely not. But yeah, I would say definitely. They also have, more potential to be able to push out lanes. Very mobile, right over on the side of EG. go to Lycan that continuously, you know, tapping at the door. And of course, you've got Abed on the Ember Spirit.
Much safer to push inside, at least until OG gets some like disable item. But I'm not sure if they will. They're very much planning for like high ground, forced confrontation things.
Toying a little bit with Abed. Off on the side. Considering. Let's have the Leech Dagger. Force forward over on the No-Tail. Global Science, not going to be enough to save the tree. Io now, Seb, he's, oh, there it is. There's a Chronosphere coming out from Sumail. Seb going to tether back over to Thompson. Slap off. Not quite enough damage, though. Finish off with that Chronosphere. Leaves Dawson. He's chopping away over at Seb. He's still quite healthy, though. Back off, though. The Monkey King ultimate slowing them down. Thompson trying to fight through. He cannot do it. The living armor over on Seb, not going to be enough to save him as well. EG coming in fierce, but Thompson with BKB fly taking so much over our TV. He is going to pop as will fly. He's coming back up again. Abed though, slicing away over on the side will be a take out Sumail to find another kill over on No-Tail. Thompson is not looking good either.
He's playing his fights.
Wall up, Saxo with the SS3, the jump forward. It's a triple kill now for RTZ. Thompson forced to just immediately teleport away down to bot lane.
Incredible fight. They just played the poke game so well. They moved in. They put some pressure on the tree, who's a little out of position. OG's thinking, oh, we gotta save this guy. They put some effort into it. And like the moment that Lotus got used on tree to save him from the slow on Ursa, Ursa runs in, Diffusal Blades him, Lotus gets used, then there's Global Silence. So now it's like you can't remove the heal or remove the silence from Io to cover him. Here's the clip once again. There's the disable. They're going to stun him. Watch for the Diffusal Blade. That's going to slow him. The Lotus Orb comes out. Instant Global Silence. They clean up that kill. Now he can't retether, so he's taking damage. They have to Chrono here, but there's not much damage follow-up. And Seb is trying to help Ursa be effective, but they didn't have much catch-up. And again, Seb tethered away. Okay, he's going to be all right here. But a hairy moment here for him.
Has been killed.
Did relocate briefly to the fountain because they need to get here as soon as possible, but that was just looking for kills, so that'll buy them time for their team to reset. No Chrono just yet, though. Great fight for EG. 7k gold advantage, cost some ages, but that was about it.
This Dota Plus win probability, we're looking 59% to 41. Big shift here.
Oh, it's looking good for him. The Lycanthrope Ursa was really terrible. And the maximum speed is hard to deal with for OG. They're playing with a lot of slows. They have some disables, of course, but Ursa has the solutions to those now. The BKB also got the charge as a result of that last point fight. So more enrages for free on this guy.
I think this goes differently from the last fight. When they landed that Chronosphere, Thompson wasn't sitting in the bottom part of the river.
They were a little too spread out. He needed to be there to like DPS from the start, hopefully. But even if he was there, it was probably Ursa that's the guy that's taking the damage. And even if you kill him, he's still the Aegis to respawn. So I don't know if it would have made that big of a difference. The biggest thing is just that Tree died pretty quick.
All the things going on. Noxa just walking past our GC, gives him a little level cap. Throws out a couple spells because guess who's on his way? It's Sumail. He's looking to get out as much damage as he can. They'll go for the Chronosphere, and so, you know, hold the Thompson. The Blade Global Silence comes out, though. Abed zipping through. This is not looking good, though. They'll get the kill on Arteezy. Lots of these slides coming out from Abed now. They're holding him into place again. There's going to be a Yule. Seb joining back in. He's going to be able to heal up. They'll chase after this Ember, but they just can't quite get their hands on him. Too difficult. So for back up, no, he's not going to be able to get there fast enough. Seb will go for a reload.
That was the return of the reload for that fight. Very helpful, but I'm surprised Sumail was able to do enough damage. I don't even know if they used tag there. It wasn't on cooldown after the Ursa was dead, so it just kind of seemed like Sumail alone, and everybody ran into it, but it was more than enough.
What sort of prize is this?
And another item being picked up soon for Arteezy. His death is going to slow it down a bit, but once again, it's Scotty. And Scotty's going to be really good against Io. He's a ranged hero that loves healing. It's the perfect item against him. Really good against Gyro as well. So timing's coming up here for EG, but that kill actually really closed the network.
Advantage going on to the side of
Radiant's middle
EG.
tower is under attack.
Side of OG. Reevaluate, probably wanting to wait. Overgrowth and the Chronosphere will come up on the EG, you know. Yeah, they want that Scotty, but they also have a better skirmishing ability if they find someone who's out. place. In fact, they actually go for the smoke play. They understand that these big cooldowns, or big ultimates, are now on cooldown. Now's the time to strike.
Radiant are
Take advantage of how skirmishing.
They've got pretty good grab potential. AC and Lycan is great for us. Choke foot.
Look at how they back. They're like, no one is showing on the map.
Dire
They've
are
got to
scanning.
be going
Yeah.
for this one. Go for the scan. Immediately find where they are over in the triangle position.
Break smoke, ready to force staff high ground in case anybody gets spotted here. Play it safe. They know they're still, both teams are very much still in the game, but in this exact moment, until they see EG, they're scared. In the upside EG, someone's push. They don't have to know where they are, they just know there's something. They're gonna show on the big wave.
Out by Crit, spending that time in the tree. Very good from OG. Actually taking front, however, they know now that there is this smoke. Charge coming out alongside though Arteezy. Is he going to be able to finish off No-Tail? Yes, they are. Global Silence will pop as well. Crit on the back lines with the Monkey King ultimate. It's going to be the next one to fall. Seth, that's on Ghost Scepter, so he's going to stay alive a little bit longer. The James Bond, beautiful Protoster coming out from Sumail, and they're going to be able to hold this there in place. They'll take down Arteezy. They'll be able to go and take down Ice, and they're waiting super patiently here because they would love to get their hands on the Solid Stuff, most likely going to fall. An amount of damage, they just don't have any more hold. Grab Abed.
Great fight for OG there in the end. The tree did die pretty quick, but I caught the top half of the fight. They ended up hitting ice shards on Crit hiding in the trees. They anticipated where he was going to be. But with that vision, Crit could jump away. He had to jump down. Ice shards trapped him in. They were able to kill him right at the start.
Abed trying to go for this dodge. Thompson's just not afraid at all. Just runs on into space. There's no buildings in that bottom part, my friend. You might have to redirect your attention.
Radiant's middle tower.
Mail
is
and
under
Seth make
attack.
their way over to mid.
Radiant structures
This is
are
looking
fortified.
like they'll be able to get a decent amount of damage, perhaps even take some shots.
And they were able to chronos here on top of both. Especially when BKB was so big. They get much out of it. Second rank is
Radiant's
great.
middle tower
It's trying very hard to try to push them back.
Radiant's middle
Like,
tower is fortified.
too much damage coming out from these three. Rather, too much damage coming out from two, and then, of course, from Seb amplifying that.
Rax finishes really nice for them. Fighter legs now up. Looking great movement speed. And he can get away more safely if he is not tethered to his punch. That kind of time is what he needs to be survivable against a hero like Ursa. They even unblock the large camp now, knowing that this is our space. We get to control here. But now they get scouted by this wolf as a result. They're going to go in for the fight.
Their own smoke play. Chris, though, jumping onto the trees. Sliding around. Sumail. And the opening. Get off. Silence over on the side. Go turn around on Ice. For Arteezy here. He's going to try to chop away over at Thompson. And he's just going to have to run away. He cannot stand toe-to-toe. Abed, though, putting the pressure over on Songsa. Like they should be able to find this kill.
All right. Not bad for EG. They had 2 kills in the end. Once again.
No, the missile.
It's doing so much damage. How they fed so many rockets.
Okay, BKB comes out from Sumail. He's going to try to man-fight Crit here. Team standing nearby. They'll be able to take down the Monkey King.
Radiant's middle tower
Tossed out by
is under
Fly.
attack.
Trying to hide over here. Trying to use the trees to his advantage. Too much damage out the Essence Ring, too. Will get hit. Thompson going right back. Yes, Crit on here. Got that from Sumail. We'll be able to hold off into place. Turn around. Seba looking to just get the tether out. But Sumail's doing so much damage. Ice. Even though they take down the courier, they're on the back line. Global Science coming again. Gonna try to fight here with Abed. This is not looking good though for Sumail. Eventually he doesn't get slain. And they'll find Seb.
That was so well played by Ice actually, because it looked rough for Arteezy. Arteezy on the Ursa. He ran in. He starts killing the Io. Io pops Ghost Scepter. It's like, all right, I gotta change targets. Goes for the Gyro. Gyro's running away at pretty good movement speed, and it looked like he wasn't gonna be able to get him. But Ice was microing his wolf to guarantee that the Gyrocopter could not get away. Sumail's dive in here, gets the bash, which guarantees Crit's death, and then they're thinking, let's get more. This looks great for us. They're chasing after Fly, of course, with the rocket. And the fall looks pretty solid, but here's the moment. Ursa jumps in the back line, doesn't get hit by Chrono, goes for Seb, Ghost Scepter gets used. Now he's like, oh, I gotta go kill Topson, defeats those units. Watch as Topson's about to start getting away, but look at the Wolf blocking. It guarantees that RTZ gets that kill on the carry. He's able to rejoin the fight and help guarantee that Sumail goes down too. Really nicely done by Ice to micro during the chaos of that fight. He knew what the important hero was, and it was killing Topson.
That opens the door now for EG. They were able to go and procure themselves the agents. They put the cheese on Abed. Pretty happy right now. I can't tell you, the swings of net worth in these fights are absolutely insane. Second to go is a 1K lead advantage for OG. Now we're up to 11K on the side of EG. So we're getting the entertaining match that we were expecting.
And that was, I think, a free shard as well. Looks like it went to Ember Spear. Pretty sure. Since he's got one now. Not the most commonly purchased, but if it's free, heck yeah, go for it. It's really nice, especially if you throw it on somebody, because it does damage while it flies. It'll interrupt Blink Deck. Normally where they see the Remnant coming, they're like, get out! Now you don't have to worry about that.
Residents of the Dire Jungle.
It's just really difficult to fight an agent. Plus the shards, the net worth advantage is bigger. Thompson's got a butterfly now, which is really great to have. Versus gonna struggle killing him now for the rest of the game. Monkey King's gonna feel useless against him in a lot of cases. So Thompson's a scary one. Sumail's not too bad either though, but Scotty, Maelstrom wants to get butterfly, but he's got a lot of time. Great pushing out the side lanes with the sumps, but unfortunately there's a big old black dragon that's going to cut this wave anyways, so. But they do have Rax advantage on 2 lanes, so that's going to give them a lot of space here.
And against for sure. Continuing to farm up over in the jungle. Effectively pinning OG into the base, except for when they have the reload. Thompson, though, taking a glance out. RTZ running. Careful, though. There it is. There's a Chrono Spear from Sumail. He was very, very patient. They want to try to burst down the Zephyr Spirit, and it's looked like they're going to be able to do it. They turn right back around instead, too, and they'll find the kill. Abed, though, going right back into the fight. Doesn't want to be left behind. Good over on the side. They throw the Monkey King ulti, and the 4-step over onto No Tail. We'll be able to buy just a bit more time. Thompson, though, left behind. Over on the other side. He needs the help from Steph. Have to heal, so he's going to be able to keep him alive. No, he's not! As EG just starts charging over at OG. That's one step on a bit more time. But the flight forward, Seth will fall. No Tail will fall too. And Sumail will be forced to run back into his own base, leaving Sansa behind.
They reacted so well to the Chronosphere. Instant ulti from RTZ.
Oh my goodness. RTZ just left right onto Sumail. He wants blood. He's hungry. He wants that.
He knows. They can pressure, absolutely. It's hard for Sumail to do anything right now. Only 2 5. Good luck fighting this one. Got everything they want. Fresh orb on cooldown for Ember, but that buyback from Abed was huge.
They're just want to finish here.
They should. There's no buybacks yet. It's a bit of a reveal here.
A bit of a reveal. Might be a bit of an understatement. Look at the damage. They start giving this snowball. They're trying to just punch up into the air, but they're just going to get absolutely eradicated. The GG gets pulled, and Evil Geniuses will take the game number 2.
Massive, excellent game, I gotta say. EG played this one so well. Once again, laning stage went a bit rough. OG put the pressure on very strongly, but EG just made really strong decisions, and it's not easy to play against Chronos, but boy did they do it. They just knew what was coming, they played in the right area, and yeah, Abed did